Hey everybody, it's Met with Down to Trade. We've heard your requests and we've given in. In a couple weeks, we're going to be unleashing exciting news about the Down2Trade room. This is our live trading room where members will join me and other Down to Trade coaches live as we discuss and execute trades in real time. We're also going to be releasing big news about our free learning portal. You don't want to miss out on this. But that's not all. In celebration of this gigantic opening event, we're also going to be offering a huge pre order promotion of 50% discount to the first 50 members. So definitely take advantage of this opportunity. Just go to down2trade.com or find the link in the description below to add your email address to the pre launch VIP list. Simply enter your email address and click submit. This way, you'll be notified of our pre launch promotion before everybody else on YouTube. Okay, enough about the announcement. Let's talk shop. Last week, I was actually discussing our launch with an old mentor of mine. He asked me, what is our Down to Trade room going to offer our members that will set us apart from other trade rooms on the internet? He was asking, what's going to draw your customer to the room? And more importantly, what's going to keep them there? I sat there considering the question for a while, and it occurred to me. There are quite a few of you who have either traded with me for a while or you've watched me post my trades in various places on the internet. But for those of you who don't know anything about our strategy, you likely don't know how it's been performing. I've even had YouTube subscribers ask me to show my personal trade log for an entire month. And I'll admit, I was somewhat hesitant to display my brokerage log from my own personal account. But after some consideration, I decided it couldn't hurt. Now, I realize there are many trade rooms scattered across the internet, and some of them are, well, less than honest about their performance. So, in full disclosure, I've decided to release my entire first quarter trades, not just the month of January. But not only will I show you my trade log, I'm also going to show you my brokerage account and the history in my brokerage account so you can verify the trade log is completely accurate. Listen, I never hide a losing trade, ever, because I truly believe there is always something to learn from a losing trade. My losses are actually more important to me than my wins. So I embrace them because I think we can actually get better by looking at our losses, and we can become better traders by facing the mistakes made in each of our losers. Sometimes the mistake that we make is so obvious that it kind of stares us in the face, almost mocking us. Other times it's kind of difficult to narrow in on how we messed up, but that's what's great about the trade room. We get to discuss the winners and the losers as a group so as to learn from them and take away something positive from the entire experience. So here we go. Hey everybody, okay, like I promised, I'm going to show you my trading journal. So this is the trading journal I use to track all my positions in this strategy. And like I said, I've got everything on here from January through the end of March. One quick little thing I do want to bring up. Okay, so during that first week of January, I had to close some positions. I had to liquidate some of my larger positions in order to fund a business venture that I'm working on that has absolutely nothing to do with trading or this strategy or nothing like that. But um, I did liquidate those positions, and those positions were held in the same account at that brokerage, or the same brokerage account that I'm about to show you here shortly. So I'll be honest with you, I'm just not going to show that first week of trades because, like I said, I can't filter out those positions when I show you that brokerage account. So, and I just don't really want to. I just don't want to show those trades on the internet. So, because like I said, they have nothing to do with this strategy whatsoever. And like I said, I was just liquidating those positions to fund something completely unrelated. So, in order to compare apples with apples, I'm just going to show you January 10th through March 31st. So we'll go ahead and make that comparison real quick. But before we do, let's go ahead and take a look at some of our stats from this first quarter. So in the month of January, um, my expected return was 8.09, and I I did not perform as well as I had hoped that month, and we ended up with 5.72% return that month. And that's obviously because of January 12th. January 12th, I think a lot of us got bit on that day. But yeah, February did a little bit better. February, my expected return, it was a short month, so my expected return was 6.8. I closed out the month at 6.93. And then in March, uh, my expected return for the entire month was 8.1 or 8.09, and I closed it out at 8.28. And for the entire quarter, my expected return was 24.77, and by the time I closed shop on March 31st, I was sitting at 22.4%. So, not a bad first quarter. So let's go ahead and take a look at our expected return graph. So I like this graph. Um, and what we see here is this graph has three curves that we look at. We have our actual return, which is the orange curve. We have our expected return, and the one that we pay attention to is the blue one, not the gray one. The gray one is if I hadn't missed any trading days. I believe there's 158 possible trading days this year, if you count Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, quarterlies, and end of months. So 158 possible trading days this year. I was expecting 159, but in that first quarter, I missed two trading days, and so that dropped me down to 156% expected return for the year. And so far, you could see in that first quarter, I'm tracking right along with it. Maybe yeah, like I said, a little bit below it. It is now mid-May, and I'm slightly above it, but that's all right. All right. So what I'm going to do now is, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and remove that first week of trading. Like I said, that way we can look at the totals and just make sure that we're comparing apples to apples. So let me knock that out real quick. So, like I said, all I did was I removed that first week of trades from the journal. And as we scroll through here, you see everything is the exact same. And in a little bit, when we jump over to my brokerage account, you'll see all of these spreads are exactly journaled, and for anybody who's been following me, as I've been posting my trades, you'll see that all of these exactly match everything that I've been posting all along throughout the year. So what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and look at our gross column. So as we look at our gross income for the year, the total there is $15,340. So when we jump over to our brokerage account and we look at all the trades between January 10th and March 31st, that total should equal $15,340. And if it does, then we know that we that I've done at least a good job of journaling my trades. So let's go and knock that out real quick. Okay, so now we're here in Tasteworks, which is my brokerage for my options trading. And you'll see here that we don't have any filters on, no filters. And I've got my date set from January 10th to March 31st. You might be seeing here that it's a little bit off. Our total on the in the journal was 15,340, and we're off by $3.38. And what that's actually from is from a few adjustments that you get throughout the year. These regulatory fee adjustments. Um, that's actually throwing it off. So what I'll actually do is I will throw on a filter to just show the trades. When I do this, you're actually going to see a little bit of a glitch that we have with Tastyworks. See this total? It's not the right total. You actually have to use your mouse and scroll all the way to the bottom in order for it to show you the total. I don't know why it does this. It's been something I've been dealing with since I started using Tasteworks. I don't know what the fix is, but there it is. Okay, so I scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see here the total matches what we had in our journal. So, and for those who I don't know if anyone wants to actually compare, but I'll just kind of scroll through these slowly. And if you really want to compare all these trades with what I have journaled in my or logged in my journal, go for it. But it should be the exact same. Anyways, Just gonna scroll through these. These are all the trades I made from January 10th to March 31st. Um, Also, I was gonna do this too. I'm gonna show you that I didn't make any deposits during that time as well. Um, if you know anything about some of these trade rooms that are somewhat scam artists, you know that they make deposits in order to fund their scan or their scams a little bit. So yeah, you can see I haven't made any deposits during that first quarter. I didn't make any deposits into the account um until actually April. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to show that too. Anyways, that's all the trades for this quarter. Obviously, I hope this was helpful to someone. But if you have any questions, always hit me up at my email, acandon@down2trade.com. But yeah, I like I said, I hope this helped somehow. Okay. So I hope that gave you some sense of the performance for the strategy. Now, for those of you who learned my strategy from watching me on YouTube, or perhaps you learned directly from me in some Zoom meeting, you know my passion is to teach others to be successful. I really enjoy nothing more in my career than to hear all of the stories from the traders who have told me things like, this is my first green month ever, or I've never had a high return like this, or I wish I learned this strategy years ago. The truth is, I am so humbled by all of your positive feedback, and I want to give back in some way. And so that's what the Down to Trade Room really is. It's my way of giving back, and it's my way of saying thank you to all of you who persevered with me as I struggled to develop and perfect this strategy. Now, obviously, trading stocks and options involves monetary risk, and past performance is no indication of future results. That said, there's nothing wrong with having a proven strategy in your tool bag. And with access to friendly and professional mentors, you are sure to develop new skills here at Down to Trade. I really can't wait to see you there. Take care and happy trading.